Okay, hi. So I'm on my way home from work and I keep thinking about that yellow shaker at this thrift store, and I'm like, I want to go get it. Darn it. So I'm going to pop into the store and hopefully I don't spend an hour in there and come away with $100 worth of stuff. But let's go in and see if there are any treasures. Have I seen this before? That's really lovely. Look at that tiger. The face isn't great quality. It's probably a local hobby piece. Ooh, there's a better one they did. All right. They just mopped the floor, so I gotta walk carefully so I don't slip. Oh, should I get a basket? No, let's try not to get a basket. Okay. So, trying to look quickly. There's a lot of those Avon cars that are just really fun, but not real good sellers. Oh, look at chicken stuff. I wonder what their color is right now. Let's put it here. Look at me, not putting stuff in a cart. Okay. Bell collection. Oh, look at this dog. He's so cute. Green tags are half off today. He is lovely. Look at that sweet little face. I'm gonna think about him. Oh, look at this. Wow. Live well, love much, laugh often. I thought that was a common phrase. Is this... What is made in China? But it's sure... Maybe it's a hobbyist piece. Looks pretty old. Okay, putting it down. Oh, that's a good clock for train enthusiasts. But I am successfully saying no. I'm looking for that shaker. Let's see what we got down here. What is that? Like a capiche shells or some sort of shell on that over wood. Say no, girls and boys. Say no. I mean, I have to really love it. Oh, there's my shaker. Yay! All right, we got him. I wish I could find the other one, though. This is interesting. It's like a wick. I bet it works. Well, obviously it works because it's got that burn on it. Huh. Putting it back. Oh, this is cute. Salt and pepper shakers are so easy to get hooked onto. Putting it back, folks. Putting it back. Oh, they're chipped up. That's too bad. Oh, he's interesting. Looks like you put like a big incense stick in it, maybe. Oops, here, let me try to show you. Japan. God, he's interesting, isn't he? $2. I'm smelling it. I don't smell anything, but it's probably an incense holder. Well, it turns out this is actually a tiki mug from a restaurant, and there are a lot of these listed on eBay, and they're not really selling, so that was a good lesson. He's kind of crazy cool. Japan, oh, tempting. What is this? A toothpick holder? Party picks. Oh, look at that cute little kitty. Oh, what is that? Giant pipe. Still successfully saying no to spending too much money. And sweet figurines. Yeah. There's a happy little elephant. bit lightweight. Oh, look at the happy piggy. He's real lightweight. See if I can see it. It's getting harder for me to see with my eyes, so I have to use my camera. Korea, $1.99. Can we read that? Look, he's a happy little pig. He's a maybe. We're gonna put him back because I want to keep looking at all the other stuff. Moving on, folks. Moving on. We're gonna think about that happy piggy. Okay, I'm turning down the volume because there's music in the background that I could get dinged for copyright infringement on YouTube. So we'll have a couple of low volume moments here. I'm checking out this design. I like this design. And then here's this pattern. It says made in Austria, 1980s. Someone wrote on the back of the plate. It's a nice pattern. I'm not real thrilled about the writing on the back. Looks like they hung it on the wall. I think I'm just going to leave them there. This is a nice shade of blue. It says Sango, Nova Blue. Nova Blue. I'm not a big fan of shipping off plates and bowls anyway, so. Let's get some games. I have successfully bypassed the mugs, but there was someone looking, so that's part of the reason why I didn't look at them. Okay, got the crafts. I wish somebody would come up with a fun way to reuse old patterns, clothing patterns for art or something, so they don't go to waste. Look at this old basket. Is this old? Made in Taiwan, $6. I like the green, like a lime green color. It's got a little pin cushion area. It's really sweet. $6. Let's look at this. Magnet. What's in this box? Candle. It's very lightweight. Candlestick flower arranger. So I could do this one-handed. It's plastic for a lovely table. So you put the candle down the middle, and then around the edge you have places for flowers. That's interesting. Wait, so, but you don't, you have to have a special kind of candle holder for that. Okay, had to turn the music down again, or had to turn the volume down because of the music. So I got a couple of things to look at on this end cap here. I like that thing down there, but I'm going to look at this crazy wavy thing first. It's got a nice iridescent white coating, and then this is a nice colors. Japan. It's in good condition, but it doesn't have the spoon, and it's a big heavy thing that I don't really want to bother shipping anyway. Oh, look at all of those pink lamps. That's a lot of pink. Okay, we got some wickery things over here. And then just some outdoorsy stuff, big stuff. Okay, we got some woody things. Then over here we got the woodsy things. Friends and cookies make life bearable. That's a cute little saying. But nothing jumping out at me. What is this? Oh, this is interesting. Pretty beat up. A little bit worse for wear. It's kind of just a
different thing to put on a tray.
I found, oh, this would go so well. I'm definitely getting these. Now I'll have bowls that go with my seashell shaped bowl. Oh, I'm excited about that. Ooh, look at this. A fish bowl from Ollywoods. $2 for that.
I like these woods.
I don't know for now.
I'm pretty happy about the set of clamshell shaped bowls.
So maybe I'll sell it as 4 to go with the
Kind of interested about the fish bowl, but not quite sure just yet. And then I spotted this pineapple one. That's a really pretty pineapple bowl. Pretty wood design, wood color.
I heard that pineapple is a good seller right now. I'm going back.
Grain. That was the word I was thinking about. Wood grain. The grain in the wood was really nicely laid out there. Words do not work well for me a lot of time when I'm making this video, seems.
Maybe not, because it's not made in Hawaii. Thinking about fish.
I am still thinking about that fish one. This is interesting.
It's interesting. It's like
just because it's unusual. It's a lot of brown.
Okay, let's go rescue my wood pieces. I'm getting to where I need a cart. Okay, guys, got my bowls. Let's go get a cart. All right, I found out they have hand baskets. So now I don't have to commit to a large cart that I may end up filling. Got the books there. And there. Oh, the mugs are now free. I promise I won't buy something unless I absolutely have to. I'm just going to do a quick look. I'm not seeing anything. That's interesting. Okay, you guys, I'm walking away. I think I'm successfully getting away from the mugs. All right, I think I've broken my mug addiction. I don't think you guys need to worry about me anymore. So I'm looking at the pillows and the fabric, seeing if anything jumps out at me, calling me home, calling me to take it home. Nothing so far. Oh, look at those colorful birds. Aren't they beautiful? What's over here? Oh, Thomas Kincaid. I'm not interested in getting his work, although I probably should look it up and see how he's doing so far. So these days, blah. Oh man, I got some new artwork since I've been here last. Got some sweet dogs. This is really, their bin here is really hard to dig through though. Really, really hard. Okay, I'm gonna try to pull this guy out and then leave it at that. Oh, it's a broken frame, that's too bad. Look at that, someone's artwork. They did a really good job of capturing that person's facial features. Okay, looking really quick. Oh, that's cute, but I'll leave it. Somebody must have cleaned out their house. It's pretty colors, pretty pink. Oh, that's interesting. What is that? I'm gonna put that in my house. Let's free up. And there's no glass on it. It's 255 of 260, so that means there's 260 of these made, and this is the 255th one. I don't know why my words don't work when I'm on video. 255th one of 260. So if this was like a 1, 2, or 3 really low number, that would make it more desirable. I can't read the signature, but look at that. It's like someone's drawing or etching. What does the back say? Frame makers, it's just the frame in New York. It's pretty, got a lot of watermarks on it. So that would be trying to figure out what kind of canvas that is. Like a, it doesn't feel like paper. It almost, well, it's like paper, but it's like a linen almost. I could be wrong. It's an interesting design. But I think I will pass on that. That's cute. I know I say cute a lot. I've always done that. Cute and cool are my go-to words. Look at that's cool. Made in Italy. I like the frame. I'm a little curious about the image too. I like the frame. I'm gonna take it for the frame. Okay. Trying to go quickly. Oh, that's cute. Vintage port. I see a possible plaque in here. Oh no, I've looked at that before. It's a ceramic, like a, I think it's, oh, it does say 1978 on it though. That's, makes it more appealing. And it's a Blaze King stove, so that would be, you know what, I think I'm gonna look this up on eBay, see if I can learn anything more about that now that I know it's old. Okay, see if I can kind of carefully put that back. I know I move fast, so I look like I'm really rough with things, but I haven't broken anything yet, so I must not be that rough. I got a little bird. You know what's so fun is when you go to the beach and they got those, what they call plovers or something like that, and it looks like they're dancing. He's cute. Is this like a drawing? He's actually a very, very sweet bird. Yeah, when those birds are like a cat, you know, like a cat needs its paws on you. It's like a bird that does that in the sand. It's just so fun to watch them. Okay, let's just see what's up here really quick. What is this? Nope. Oh. There's other things up here, but okay. I'm gonna move on. Oh. Oh, look at these. See, I think I look at the color and go, is that old? Is that vintage? Because it's orange? This is what I want to look at. Yeah, no, that's not gonna be old. Just look real quick. Okay, we're gonna move on. Okay, I don't think this is something that's been made in the last decade. Are people still buying these bold, crazy colors? Let's find the tag. The tag's on the left-hand side, so it's probably, yep, modern, made in China. Oh, it's like a dress. I could see how that would be really cute for someone that can pull off those colors with their skin tone. Okay, tell me to leave. Tell me we're going. Okay, one last look at this. Oh yeah, there was that pig I was thinking about. It's so happy. He's got his little kerchief on there. Look how happy he is. But do I really need to spend, I know it's only $2, but how quickly would this sell? He's going in my cart, you guys. All right, looking at the figurines real quick. Sweet little ducks. Oh, look at that, really big. Looks like a hobby piece. I'm gonna look at this vase really quick here. It's very lightweight. Where is it in the camera here? Very lightweight. Has a barcode and a tag. Made in China. I could kind of tell when I picked it up. Even just looking at the painting quality wasn't that great. Oh, there's that guy again. He's so crazy. I'm gonna take a picture of him. Snap. And again, there was, oh yeah, it just said Japan on it. Oh, what is this? I didn't see that before. Renhana of Tokyo? Something like that. Obviously, it'd be like a god or a hero of theirs. Okay, so here is actually 2 trips worth of stuff I picked up from that store. because I didn't end up picking up this fish-shaped wood bowl. And then I went home and I was looking up, actually, I was looking up, I don't know, the pineapple one or something. And the results showed up that these sell for a good price. So even though I'm not going to ask a whole lot for it, believe it or not. But so I went back and to get this really quick, didn't grab a cart, just walked in. I was heading straight for that. But they had a bin full of stuff that they were going to put on the shelves. So of course I had to look and ended up picking up a lot more stuff on that trip. So here we go. The first thing in the back here, we got this vintage backgammon set for $3. It comes in a little faux leather case, and it's got these cute little shakers. It's got the little pieces here, so it was all there. There are a lot of these listed on eBay, but they are selling. So I'm going to list this one up there for $20. The next thing was, pick this up. This is not vintage or anything, but these are selling. I didn't look a whole lot into it as far as what would this one's true value be, because it does have made in China, $5, obviously very modern, kind of cheaply made. You could see the glue on there, but this is fun. It shows you all the different mariner knots. So that's a lot of fun. So I got that one for $3, and I'm probably going to ask 10, see if I can get 10 for it, because people are buying these framed mariner knots. So that's fun. Okay, in the back here, I got this old print. It does have quite some damage, water damage to it, but it's just around the edge, and I personally don't think it takes away from the striking image of this beautiful woman with these bright red colors. I think it's a very gorgeous image, and I wanted to see if there's anything in the back. So this was interesting. Somebody had placed a couple of their awards on the back. So this is Carlos, the previous owner, I assume, got an award for craftsmanship by the Mid-Willamette Valley Industrial Arts Association in oh, it didn't have the date on that one. Well, why would they not do that? Okay, and then he got his little blue ribbon there, and then certificate of perfect attendance for School District 55. That would be Sweet Home, Oregon, 1966, 65, 66. So I think that adds to just the uniqueness and interest overall of this piece. I'm going to leave those on there. And I got her for $3, and despite her damage, I'm going to put her up for $20 and see what happens with that. Because with a lot of art, unless it's a well-known artist, this one didn't have an artist name that I could find. It did say it's a litho, but it really is subjective, and I find her very striking, and so I'm just going to say 20 and see what happens. Okay, photos in the back. Got this for $2. Also another very old and interesting piece. I need to find out how to word it. It's like, it's not cabinet photo where the photo is attached to a piece of cardboard, but it's like it was printed on a thick cardstock cardboard kind of a thing. But I think it's a really interesting subject matter, because people do buy, I've said this before, they buy old photographs. There's a ton of antique photographs on the market. I'm trying to get rid of that glare. That do sell. There's a ton out there that are for sale, and then there's still a ton that do sell. But what's out there a lot of the time is just your basic portrait of a person, and people are buying those. And some of them are paying a lot of money for an old photograph like that, even if it's not tintype. So the fact that these images are not just a portrait of a guy sitting in some portrait studio with some fake scenery, but he's clearly, I would imagine, in his own home, and he's reading the paper. And now it would make it even more valuable if we knew what paper he was reading, because that adds to collectors who are looking for someone that's reading the New York Times. I was trying to research, what could I possibly get for these images? Found a picture of an old man with a long beard on the porch reading the New York Times. You could see it said New York Times. And so that would be something of interest for people who collect New York Times memorabilia or whatnot. Anyway, moving on. So we don't know what paper he's reading, but the fact that, again, he's in his own home, and I just find the images very, very interesting. So because of that, I paid, $2 for it. I'm going to put it up on, I don't know if I'll do my eBay or Etsy store yet. I have a feeling eBay would be the go-to place for finding the vintage photos you want or the antique photos you want. But I'm going to put the pair of them up there for $2 in the frame as is. I'll just clean up the dirty frame and I'll clean the glass and dust off the wood. But other than that, I'll sell it like that. I'll ask $50, and I'm just going to see where that goes, because I don't think I mentioned it. That one photo of the guy reading the New York Times sold for $40. That's why I feel like, good subject matter, 2 of them, $50. And if it doesn't sell after a time, then I'll change my mind and change the price. But again, it's just like art. It's subjective. There's not going to be one for sure price or value that people place on something like that. You got to find the person that's looking for those unique photographs. Okay, this pair of bobblehead dolls. These are wood bobblehead dolls. They're not in great condition. I mean, I'm assuming there's something that was supposed to be on her basket that's missing. And this is a little wonky. Got them for $5 each. Somebody originally tried to sell the pair of them for $39.50. Now, wood bobblehead dolls, they could be called, what's the word? They could be considered kokeshi dolls, which is wood bobblehead dolls that don't have the arms or the limbs, the legs, or anything like that in Japan. I think it's still fair to call this a kokeshi doll, but it doesn't have, she's obviously not Japanese. I don't know what to call her. Is she Dutch? Is she South American? I'm not sure yet, so I need to research this more. But kokeshi dolls are a good thing to look out for. Here's the other one. She's missing a piece of vegetable that would go there, squash or something. But they're really beautiful, interesting pieces. So I don't know what to ask for them yet. I got to do some more research, figure out what a keyword would be for what country they would have come from, or what country they represent by their clothing. And also, if I could figure out the age, that would be great too. Okay, moving on. I picked up these shell salad bowls, shell or fan, clam shaped salad bowls. They're individual serving bowls. There's 5 of them, but this one, these are the pieces that go to that Asian woman picture. This one wasn't as great of a condition, so I'm going to make him his own little deal and figure out what to do with him later. But these ones are in great condition, great shape. I have a full size monkey pod salad bowl, fan shaped salad bowl thing. So I'm actually going to put these with that and call it a set. So as the set, I will ask, let's see, we'll have 4 of the individual salad bowls with the main bigger salad bowl. And I'm going to ask $45 for the set. Okay, then over here, picked up this pig. He's just so cute. I mean, probably not very valuable, but I just wanted to take him home because he's a happy little guy. A little planter, says Korea on there. Got him for $2. I don't know what that says. Or what that mark is, but he's not chipped or anything. Cute little planter. We'll clean him up, and I'll ask $10 for him because there's people out there that do like to collect pig items. Okay, so there's that bowl I ran back for. Got him for $2. Oh, I got these for 99 cents each. And in fact, I might have gotten that for 99 cents too, because that night she just counted most of what I had and did 99 cents for everything. So these were labeled $2. and I got him for $1. And I think he was in that mix. So I got a lot of this stuff for $1. So then I went back the next day and paid full price, $2 for that one. But these are selling for about $5. I might pop it up to 10 and see how that does, because there's not a whole lot of these fish monkey pod bowls out there. So I could ask 10 and just see, or maybe, you know, best offer. Moving on. So I picked up this one pineapple bowl. It's got great color. It doesn't look worn out at all. It's got its original tags on it too. I got it for, let's see, that was in the first trip, I'm pretty sure. Oh, there's one of our foster cats wants to be where I am. I think this one is Forest. Okay, anyway, and it's got beautiful dark swirls in it. So I just think this is a really great example of a wood pineapple shaped bowl, and they do sell pretty well. So I'm also going to ask $5 to $10 for that one and $5 to $10 for that one. At a different store, at the Gleaners, they had this one. So you can see the difference in quality. And also, I really tried to talk her down in price on this. They give me great deals at the Gleaners store. But I was like, I just don't know if this is a burl knot in there or if it's burned. So I'm not really liking it so much, but I'm like, I'll take it if I can get it for really cheap. So I think she sold it to me for $1. And again, not as good of a quality. It says monkey pot on the back. And she thought, well, maybe it's supposed to be a candle holder because it's got the sticker. And I was like, no, I think this came from the bottom of an actual votive candle. So I might hang on to this and just figure out how to market it, maybe to call it a candle holder. I wouldn't recommend burning stuff in it, but how else do you explain this crazy burned looking thing? Anyway, I just wanted to show you the difference in quality there. Okay, the next thing, I am looking at my list, trying to go down in order. We got the fish, the pineapple, the frame. Got this made in Italy frame, got it for $2. Again, I might have got it for the 99 cents. Sorry, I don't have those notes with me. Not the best condition because the metal, try to focus in on this, is kind of corroded. But these made in Italy frames do sell pretty well. It's small. It's got, I've never seen this before, but do I still have, oh yeah, to hold the backing in, they nail them in, and they're pretty easy to pull out and then just stick back in. It's hard to show you, get my camera to focus. You see it's got these little tiny nails around. So you just pull them out and you pop your picture in. And it's got a little hanger here. There's the Made in Italy mark. So again, got it for $2, and I will probably take kind of a hit on it. I'm not going to make much off of it, but I wanted to pick it up. So I'll ask $7 and see if that'll work. They are selling for more than that on eBay. Okay, the shaker. This is the reason why I went in there. Apparently I left it out of my other video, but I had looked at this when I was in the store earlier, and I'm like, you know, I couldn't find the match. This is the pepper one. I couldn't find the salt one. It was $2. I'm like, meh, I'm not a huge collector seller of salt and pepper shakers because there's so many out there. But I just kept thinking about it because it is Arteza, hand painted in Ecuador, and those can be valuable for shakers. So I think I might, it doesn't even have the bottom though, which is a bummer. I might hang on to it, see if I can ever find the match to it, or else I may see if I can pick up a plug for it and sell it as a replacement. And I'll list it for 10 and maybe put best offer on there if it doesn't sell for 10. Okay, the next thing. This is where knowledge would have come in handy, but it worked out my favor anyway. I saw this hanging there and I'm like, oh, look at this great vintage Christmas tablecloth. I love it. And I snatched it up. It was $7, but I'm like, it's beautiful and it's vintage and I can get money for that. But when I went home and researched it, it's got a tag here. You just look at the tag. It's Pioneer Woman. But she is popular, so that helped. And so I looked this up actually, and it's there's a lot for sale, and there's a lot that are selling for $20 to $25. So that was good. I didn't waste $7 on something that's not going to sell. So I'm going to list it for $20. It is a really great retro tablecloth. And then I picked this up for $7, 4 yards of this floral fabric. Not an expert, but based on the colors and the style, I would imagine it's vintage. But I might, maybe we'll take you to a fabric store owner and ask them if they can figure out how to identify vintage fabric. But for the 4 yards, I will put it up probably on Etsy. Definitely, if I can determine it's definitely vintage, put it up on Etsy. Otherwise, we'll do eBay. And I will ask probably $20 to $25 for the whole 4 yards. Sorry, I get that brain fog and go, wait, where am I? Because you figure, 1 yard, if you sold 1 yard for $5 each, that's $20 for 4 yards. But I might want to go a little higher than that per yard. Okay, the next thing we got here is this vase. I got to stop picking up this stuff. They're not great sellers, but it's just so beautiful. I love the colors. I love the white. Even, white can be really beautiful, especially when it's a backdrop with these beautiful gold and pink colors, and it's got these peacocks on it. It's got its made in Japan mark. Small. Got it for $3. I'm questioning that because was that during that trip? No, I think it was during the second trip when I did pay full price. $3. I'm probably going to take a hit on it. These kind of things without a maker, like a well-known maker or artist, sell for like $5, but I paid $3, so whoops. I'll ask $10 though, because it is really beautiful, and I'll probably put it on my Etsy store because it's more higher end boutique kind of a shop. And then back here I picked up this icon. It's just wood. It's got Jesus Christ and his disciples. I don't speak that language there. If you know what that says, please drop a comment and let us know. If you know anything more about this image, let us know. But it does explain on the back that is a copy of an old Byzantine icon worked on canvas by experienced hagiographers with the unique know-how of premium handmade serigraphy. It is finalized by conservators and specialized artisans of wood and is wax finished. Anyway, I just think it's an attractive piece. You'll definitely have buyers out there for something like that. Did a quick look on eBay. Didn't find this particular image, but a similar image leads me to believe that I could ask $20 for that. And then finally, I've got this dachshund, doxy, wiener dog, sausage dog, whatever you call it. Animal figurines are always great to try selling. Got him for $2. I was looking at him the first time I was there and I left him, but then the second time I'm like, okay, I'll take you home. Because it's got beautiful colors. I don't know if it's a wood or a resin kind of a thing. But I couldn't find any chips or breakages. There's a little bit of a crack kind of a look there, or a scratch. But I think overall he will be a good seller. You got people out there that love their doxies, and so I think he will be able to find a new home, a forever home as they call it, and I will ask $15 for him. So that is my stash, my treasure stash for that trip. Thank you so much for joining me. If you are enjoying these videos, please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and leave a comment. Tell me what you think about antique photos. Have you ever had experience selling antique photos? Or what you think about this beautiful woman? I just think she's so pretty though. Those colors are just, they just pop, man, they pop. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me. And I did say, I promised in my first video, and I think I promised in my bio there, that I will be interviewing people, interviewing experts to help us identify things. And I've got a huge list of questions and people we want to learn from. Like, I mean, even things of how to identify wood. Is this monkey pod? Are all of these monkey pod? Is that monkey pod? How do you know? You know, there's, and you know, someone expert on antique photographs. This is, I don't think this is a cabinet photograph. So what kind of photograph would that be? How can we figure out how old it is, et cetera, et cetera. Lots of things to learn from, you know, how to identify vintage fabric. Just because it looks like a pattern that's vintage, I mean, people are reproducing vintage things now, so it's not so easy. If you're not an expert, it's not easy to be able to tell if this is true vintage or not. And I want to be honest with my buyers. I don't want to call this vintage if it's not true vintage. I'd rather call it retro or vintage style if it is modernly made modern. Okay, let's call it a day, and we'll see you next time. And I'll try to start rounding up some experts to interview so we can all learn together. Thanks again. Bye-bye.